Hello, welcome to this lesson. Today we're going to be learning about pollution. In this lesson, you're going to learn what pollution is, types of pollution, and how to prevent pollution. If you're ready, let's get right into this video. Now take a look at these pictures right here. Take a good look at these pictures. What can you see? Take a good look. What can you see in these pictures? They have one thing in common. A lot of dirt everywhere. Okay, so do you think the environment can survive without clean air, without clean water and clean land? No, it's not possible. That is what is wrong with these pictures. We have a lot of dirt everywhere. The water is not clean, the air won't be clean, everywhere will be smelling. So it is up to us to keep the environment free of pollution. So what is pollution? Well, when something that is harmful, that is something that is poisonous to living things, that is you and I, humans, our animals, our pets in the house, our plants. When something that is harmful to all of these living things is added to the environment, that is pollution. Now, let's take a look at some types of pollution. We have air pollution. This is when dust, gases, smells are released into the air. That is air pollution. When you fart in your classroom, that is air pollution because it changes the smell of the classroom. That is air pollution. Let's take a look at some examples. Sure, you can see that. Okay, then you have fumes from burning trees and waste. When trees are burning or you're burning waste, that is air pollution. These are the various sources or some of the sources of air pollution in Nigeria. You have pollution from gas flaring, you have pollution from cars, okay, you have pollution also from dirt being burnt. Take a look at this. They don't look nice at all. Okay. Now, the next type of pollution we're going to learn about is water pollution. Now, take a look at this picture right here. What can you see? This is an ocean. Can you see different things in it? We have different kinds of things in here. Can you see the bottle? Okay, can you see the nylon bags? Can you see the plates? Water pollution is when we throw dirt or harmful chemicals in our rivers and our oceans. Let's take a look at some sources of water pollution in Nigeria. This is one example, and this is from oil spillage. If you look at this water right here, you can see it's been polluted. This is oil on top. It's floating on top. Okay, this is one source. Now this is another source, and that is another source. These are not good looking at all, and these are some of the things we find right here in Nigeria. Water is polluted. Okay, now let's take a look at another type of pollution, and that is noise pollution. Noise pollution has to do with sound. Noise pollution is an unwanted sound that disturbs us. So when people are shouting in your classroom, when you start talking, speaking so loud, your teacher says, stop making noise. That is a source of noise pollution. So noise pollution is unwanted sound that disturbs us. Let's look at some sources of noise pollution in Nigeria. This is the most common source of noise pollution in Nigeria, generators. Okay, do you have a generator in your house? What of your neighbors? Do they also have? This is one source of noise pollution in Nigeria. Another source of noise pollution is what we can see here in this picture. This picture shows a worshipper mounting loudspeakers outside a religious house in Lagos. Yes, for so many of us, we have lots of churches on our streets around us, and these churches have loudspeakers mounted outside the churches, outside the buildings. And so when they start singing, when they start playing music, whatever they do, that noise leaves the church and moves into the environment. Another source is what you can see here. You can see lots of cars here. This is a part of Lagos, and you can see a whole lot of cars here. Imagine all of these cars honking their horns, and you have pong, 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 pong everywhere. Do you think you can stay here for a very long time? You won't be comfortable. These are some sources of noise pollution here in Nigeria. Now, we have learned what pollution is. We have learned about the different types of pollution. Now, how do we prevent pollution? That is the next thing we want to learn. Can you think about it? How can you prevent pollution? Do you have ideas? Well, I'm going to share some of mine and then compare it with yours. Now, this is one way. Try not to make noise that disturbs others. Think about it. How can you try not to make noise that disturbs others? Think about it and do that. Next is avoid pouring chemicals in dams and wells. Okay, and then the next one is to use bins and not throw dirt around. This is especially important when you are in a car, your daddy or mommy has bought you something and you have eaten it in the car. Where do you throw the unwanted part of it? Where do you throw the pack of juice? Where do you throw the pack of food? Whatever it is you have eaten, where do you throw them? Do you throw them out of the window and litter everywhere? Or do you put them somewhere in the car and when you get home, you put them in the bin? That is the right thing to do. Take a look around your classroom right now. Is it clean enough or polluted? Where are the dirts? Do you throw them directly in the bin in the classroom, or do you drop them on the floor? If you do that, you are polluting your classroom. Think of other ways you can prevent pollution. What an interesting lesson it has been. So let's review the lesson. We have learned that pollution is when something that is harmful or poisonous to living things is added to the environment. And we have learned about 3 types of pollution. Can you remember them? We have air pollution, water pollution, and noise pollution. How do we prevent noise? How do we prevent pollution? Try not to make noise that disturbs others. Avoid pouring chemicals in dams and wells, and always use the dustbins. Always use the bins to throw the dirt. Don't throw them around. Now I have some words for you to practice. Look at these words. Find their meanings. Learn how to spell them. Are you ready? Let's take a look. Pollution, poisonous, pollutants, and environment. So go practice them, and remember, keep your environment clean.